I'm just Rackman doing what Rackman does.
Okay, start the stream.
Hello, stream. Hello, beam. Hello, magical laser beam. Hello, man with a tiny latrine.
The fuck?
Guy with Psy from Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about him?
He does the dance and he goes, oh. Like he drops something.
Like that?
Yeah, kinda. But it's really epic when he does it though. He goes, oh.
Yeah, like
and you look down at your feet.
when he burps.
When he burps in Gangnam Style?
Yeah, then he burps in Gangnam Style.
Yeah, he did burp in Gangnam Style. I don't know why they left that in the song.
This one?
Yeah, there it is.
Cash made that one.
Oh, it's pretty epic.
Yeah.
There it is on screen.
Oh, there it. Oh. Oh.
It was there.
It was there.
Open go. Ah. Fucking dead, bro. I'm getting a call from Alabama.
Stop. Don't do that.
You can't help it. Look at me.
Literally, just don't, okay?
Yeah, but just look at me for 1 second.
No, I'm looking at my Pokemon Go matchup.
No, look at me.
Don't want to. Oh, there you go.
I'm back. It's too late.
Oh, yeah. I saw nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
You get away alive this time, but not next time.
Oh, okay. What day is it today? Friday?
Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the Grumboy. Grumboy. Getting down with Grumboy. Everybody's
Which Grumboy will I take?
Oh my god, you're gonna take him.
Grumboy,
It really is Spore. When you go to a planet with your highly intelligent and far technologically advanced race only to abduct one Grumboy.
Oh.
It's a fucking mood.
What if we did an episode just about Shrek?
Okay. Oh.
You couldn't handle that idea.
The idea of Shrek alone is enough to send me into the digital world.
Oh god.
It's really bad today. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. I can handle a couple of flies on the screen.
Okay.
Is your internet
Please
okay?
be patient with them.
Is my internet okay? Oh god. I shouldn't do a speed test right now though, because that actually lags really bad.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll deal with me being part of the simulation for maybe half the stream. That's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes I have to become one with the simulation.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew someone who was afraid that the world was a simulation.
Oh.
It's someone I went to high school with. They were genuinely afraid that the world was a simulation and they had a lot of anxiety about it.
Oh god. How could they even live like that, honestly?
Bro, I don't know. They're a single mom now, so...
That makes sense.
God have mercy on their child.
I think my mic settings reset to 100. Holy shit! That's a Frostlass! What the fuck?
My god, that's a frog!
How did I get a fucking Frostlass?
Why don't they just make Pokemon Go, but you pick up frogs and stuff?
Pokemon Go. No,
it's not just frogs, though. You pick up all kinds of stuff, but also frogs.
Pokemon Amphibigo.
Animals go.
Animals go to the polls.
Stay. Animal go to the polls.
Oh, I forgot the hashtags. That's all right.
Oh my god. Hashtag circle family for life. Hashtag you all know when to keep it real, but
Did you like
others
that?
don't. I didn't hear it. Your mic filtered it.
Ah, man, the stream heard it for sure. I could
shit.
see it going up. Here's a demonstration.
Did you do a cool burp?
Yeah, like that.
I like it. I rate that 8 out of 10.
That's how excited I am about it.
Shit. Okay. That's like a 9. That could be a 10 out of 10 with that kind of reaction.
Hell yeah. Spoink.
Hog,
I
brother.
always forget if I have Grumpig yet. Do I?
No. Final answer.
Let's see, folks.
Come on. My family needs this. Come on.
Alright, let's go.
No Grumpig.
Okay, Gen 3. Now I need to find Spoink. I see the Spoink. And right next to it is...
No Grumpig.
a Grumpig.
Oh.
Your whole family does.
Fuck. It's only fair.
You
That
have
is what I signed
condemned
up
them.
for. It is only fair.
Why would you do that to your entire... for a Grumpig? There was nothing...
It was a Squid Game.
No, Squid Games.
Oh, Squid Games, you're right. It was a Squid Games.
It was a Squid Games. It truly was.
I was really into Squid Games. It's a really good show.
People keep fucking saying that.
Have you heard people say that too?
I've seen it on the internet. I've seen them like spell it out, Squid Games, even though they have the internet right there to fact check.
Even though they had to look at the show to watch it.
Even though they had to read the fucking logo every time that said, what? Squid Game. It's
Even though they
one
had to
game.
fucking read the subtitle. Well, those are probably the type of people who watch the dub.
It's called Squid Games in the dub?
No, but I'm saying, I was going to say you could also just read the game called Squid Game in the subtitles, but those people probably don't read.
I don't read either. I'm not call it Squid Game, so who's
Squid
really
Games?
smart? Me, I'm smart. Squid Games?
Actually, I think it's called Squid Games, actually. Have you checked?
Actually, yeah. Actually, my favorite TV show is The Umbrella Academy.
I like but The Office is so funny. It makes me laugh really hard, and then
I love The Office, and it makes me go lol and Elmfowl and Rufflecopter.
I laugh at it and I go, they're so funny. What if I worked at an office like that?
Nobody else likes Office but me, so it is very quirky to like The Office.
True, only I like Office, and its humor's so funny. You drop bean on the ground and say, I dropped my bean.
Oh no, mi chile.
I dropped my chile. He said hentai. I know what that is.
I
said
know
it in a TV show. Tis so funny.
It is very funny. Honestly, I think that if you've ever watched The Office, you're likely, honestly, the funniest person in the world, except for the creator of Rick and Morty. That guy's real funny. Actually,
That's the funniest guy.
That one gets topped by the creator of Big Mouth. Big Mouth is probably the fun.
Okay, it's pretty funny.
Probably the funniest show I've ever seen.
That's fair. I think that is also the funniest show. Probably even funnier than The Office.
That's what I mean. It goes Big Mouth, Rick and Morty, and then The Office.
Yeah, but then again, The Office is pretty funny. They look at the camera. That's funny.
That is really funny, yeah.
They look at the camera like, can you believe this guy? That's pretty funny,
Yeah,
huh?
that is really funny.
How many times does that happen in Big Mouth?
A lot.
Oh shit. Okay, maybe that is funny.
Have you seen like any of Big Mouth actually?
No. I've seen one advertisement and then never again.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. But they do like way too much fourth wall breaking. Way too much.
Oh
It's
no.
like, don't get me wrong, the show is shit already, but like then they add that and it's just goes down the crapper real fast and smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds about right for that show. And somehow it got more than one season. So here we are.
Somehow, and it's getting more.
I don't want to live here.
I don't really understand it, but like, fair enough. I guess. I guess fair enough.
Yes. But I don't want to live here any longer.
Yeah, me neither. Alright.
We'll flip.
Do flip. Do you want to go to the session?
Okay.
The therapy session?
Thank God we made it.
We did it.
Can you believe we ran all that way? Naruto ran so far.
I truly cannot believe it. That is crazy to me. That's whack.
No, not whack.
That's whack.
Why? Why is it whack?
Because that's whack that we ran so fast.
Why is that whack? That's cool.
Yeah, right now I'm using whack as cool.
Okay. You're whack fluid?
Yeah, I'm wacky fluid.
Oh, I see. Okay. Your whack can change at any given time.
Exactly. My whack can be positive, my whack can be negative, my whack can be neutral. My whack can be whatever the fuck it wants, okay?
I see. What's your plant doing all the way up there, by the way?
Stop. He has a mind of his own.
Is he okay?
No.
Does he need help?
Yeah.
God. None of us can help him now.
He's too far up. I can't reach him. How'd he get there?
I can't reach him either.
Oh no.
We're bound by a fucking curse to sit here still the entire time until we complete the episode.
It's true. It's true, ya know.
It's true, don't you know?
Don't you know? Alright, well,
Don't
scary
you know?
music is playing, so...
Stop. It's too scary.
So might as well.
Might as well talk about Evil.
Evil, Beneevil, Knievel.
Who else but
Who
Rengeningingle?
else but Gungus?
Gungus! Alright, throw it over to Gungus for the new segment.
What's the new segment?
Chatting with Gungus.
Chatting with Gungus. Tonight with Scrungus.
Tonight on Bungus. Tonight with Fungus.
Tonight
with your lungs.
Tonight with Gungus Con.
Did you go to Gungus Con this year?
Yeah. I
was thinking about
cosplayed
going to
Gungus.
Con. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were there a lot of other people cosplaying as Gungus at Gungus Con?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like all of them?
Yeah.
I guess it is called Gungus Con, huh? It's
Yeah.
only fair.
Yeah.
Any Naruto's cosplayers?
No.
What? Not even one?
No one is allowed in unless they are cosplaying
Unless they're
Gungus.
dressed as Gungus. If we gotta sneak a little spy in there next year for the next Gungus Con,
No.
we'll have him in a
No.
cosplay, and then we'll put a Gungus cosplay over him. It's the only way.
Stop.
We have to bring down the machine.
You can't do that, okay?
I can.
No.
And I will.
Are you fucking kidding me? To Gungus Con?
To Gungus Con.
Unbelievable. You're fucking unbelievable, you know that?
Listen, we have to take down the means of production one way or another. Gungus Con isn't going to let us do that unless we prove to them that we can be something other than Gungus,
We
okay?
make money. It's a profit.
But no one's happy. Everyone's Gungus 24/7. It's Gungus this, Gungus that.
I love Gungus.
You're happy being Gungus every day?
I love Gungus.
You can't look at yourself in a mirror and tell yourself you're happy being Gungus every day of the year, 24 hours a day.
Gungus. Stop.
They got you. They got you too.
You just
You
don't
fell into
understand the
their trap.
Gungus love.
I do. I do understand the Gungus love, but I'm here for the original
You don't know
Gungus.
shit, dude.
Not what Gungus has become.
Don't know shit.
I
You're
know
unbelievable.
everything about Gungus.
Yeah, well, when's his birthday?
Yesterday.
No, it's today actually.
No, it's yesterday.
It's literally today.
Oh my god, because you're looking at the new Gungus. They moved his birthday.
That's not true.
They moved his birthday forward one day because they didn't want it to be on 11/18 because it's an unlucky number in Gungo.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Look up Gungo right now.
Okay.
Okay, look up Gungo unlucky number.
No, actually, it says 11/17.
No. Actually, that used to be an unlucky number, which is why it got moved to yesterday, which would have been 11/18. But then 11/18 became the unlucky number because the passing of 4 leap years indicates that a new unlucky number has to be designated, and it actually turned out to be 11/18. So they moved it to 11/19. So 4 more leap years from now, they'll move it again.
To what?
I don't know. Maybe 11/19. It'll depend on what the squealing chimp says.
11/19 is today.
Yeah, and his birthday was yesterday.
It's already on 11/19, and it always has been.
No.
Yeah.
You know that's not true.
You don't know shit, dude. You don't even go to Genghis Khan.
I know everything about Gungus. I worked on the Gungus wiki for over 3 years.
I don't know shit, man. Alright, you want to talk about the video game?
Oh, okay. Am I talking about it?
Yeah. I don't remember that
Okay.
much.
Alright, I'll talk about Remgenimni Bilgage.
Remgening.
The Remnant. The Remnant.
Remnant.
The restaurant.
No.
Restaurant Evil.
Mm.
A spinoff.
It's too scary.
And you lift up your plate and there's a monster under there.
Stop! There's a monster under my plate!
And he goes, oh! And you go, fuck.
Oh my god.
You gotta shoot. So Restaurant Evil Village is a direct sequel to Restaurant Evil Restaurant. What the fuck was 7 called? Biohazard?
Biohazard. This one's a biohazard too, though. This is Resident
they're all
Evil Village
biohazard.
Biohazard.
They're all Biohazard because that's what they're called in Japan.
Yeah, so how is Resident Evil 7 the only one that's actually just called Biohazard?
Because that one's subtitle is actually Biohazard.
No, I get that.
And then in Japan, it's called Biohazard Resident Evil.
That's fucky.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. But yeah, so this one's a direct sequel to 7, which is pretty new for Resident Evil. Resident Evil pretty much never... Yeah, not even pretty much. Resident Evil never gets like a direct sequel where you play as the same character in, within a fucking 3-year time span. So this is a smequel, the Alvin and the Chipmunk squeakquel to 7, and you are Ethan Winter, the squeakquel, and you're in Europe, and you move there because you're in...
Come on.
Ukraine. Romania. And you move there because Chris from Resident Evil 7 was like, look, I don't fucking trust Blue Umbrella. So, if you and your wife move out to Europe, you'll be safe, and we'll have people who protect you, and everything will be okay. You just have to leave behind everything you know and love and run away.
Nice.
And Ethan's like, okay, well, I am having a tiny child, so I guess I'll do that. And they do that, and they're living peacefully ever after for 3 years, I think. 2 years? I don't remember how long. I skip all the cutscenes in this game now. 3 years? Okay. So they're chilling out there.
Actually, maybe 2.
What? 1 year?
2 years? I don't know.
2? I don't know. 2 or 3 years, and things are going pretty epic for them. And then one day Ethan puts his little Babbo away to bed and then goes down to eat a little bit of the fucking chicken paprikash Mia's cooking. And Mia's like, don't touch. Let's go eat dinner. And then fucking she's standing at the table and all of a sudden she gets shot and you're like, oh my god, they shot Mia.
I can't
And she
believe
just like
it.
stands there. She stands there and she takes like 5 shots before she even falls to the ground, which maybe should have been the first warning sign. Um, but yeah, so you're led to believe that she is dead, and you see Chris come in, and you're like, "Whoa, like Chris is a bad guy now? I can't believe it! I can't believe he
No.
would kill Mia. He's a bad guy."
Oh my
And
god.
then they snatch you up and your Babbo and dead Mia, and they're like, "All right, get him in the fucking van, let's go." And then they start driving you. But then there are also flashbacks about like Mia is getting calls from like a doctor or something, and you don't really know like what's going on because you don't hear the other end. But Mia's like, "No, that can't be possible," and stuff like that.
Mm.
So there's some stuff going on, and um, eventually the little caravan you're in with Chris and his honky boys and maybe one woman crash, and Ethan is like, "Oh fuck, you crashed! I can't believe it!" And he wakes up in the snow, and everyone is gone. You know, Mia's dead body isn't there. Your Babbo is gone. Chris isn't there,
You're
and that's
oh,
where Ethan's
you're Ethan, not
what?
Chris.
Yeah, and that's where Ethan's little journey begins. He's out in the snow, and he's like, "I gotta fucking go through the woods," and he
Every
goes through the
time.
woods, and he ends up eventually at a little house where a guy gives him a tiny gun and is like, "There's fucking monsters around here, dude." And then that old little man gets snatched up, and Ethan's like, "Whoa, I can't believe it." And pretty quickly thereafter, you fight a little lichen man, which is also different for Resident Evil, obviously. This is not a zombo or a parasite or anything. He's like very clearly lichen like. And you kill him, and Ethan's like, "Whoa, this shit's crazy." And then Ethan goes after hearing about a little message on the radio. He's gonna make his way to what the fuck's her name? I don't even know her name. Bella
Louisa?
P. Louisa, yeah, Louisa's house, which is like she's I don't know big shit in this town, so she has a really big house. He's like, I'll go there. That's where people are, so I can figure stuff out there. And then you do like a big fight that's kind of reminiscent of Resident Evil 4, and um, the fight even ends once a bell rings, just like in Resident Evil 4. So it's kind of like a late epic Easter egg. This game has a lot of parallels with Resident Evil 4, honestly.
Wait, Resident
Uh,
Evil. Oh, 4, yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
probably on purpose, because 7 has some parallels with like Resident Evil 1. So
It does. Oh, yeah,
um,
because of the mansion being built by the same guy.
yeah, the mansion being built by the same guy. The setting is back to being in like one like residential area similar to 1, stuff like that.
I see.
But yeah, so the bell rings and they go, "Oh, la campana," and they go to the bell, and Ethan's like, "Fuck, that was close." And then he goes to Louise's house. He helps out some lady and her dad that are like locked outside. He helps them get inside. And Ethan's in there for about 2 minutes and 12 seconds before literally everything goes to shit. Some guy drops like a fucking, I don't know, like a Molotov cocktail that he just had for some reason on the ground. And now the house is burning down. And then the dad you helped is turning into a werewolf and he's fucking people up. And everyone just fucking dies right there. And then you and the daughter you helped are like, "Let's get out of here." And you run into the hallway, and the werewolf man is gonna attack you, but then the daughter shoots him, and you're like, "Whoa, she can be my new wife, maybe if I'm lucky." And you're helping her escape, and you do like a short little puzzle where you get the keys to a car and then run the car into a wall, and then that doesn't even do anything, so you just climb on top of the car or something. And about a minute after that, she dies as well, and you're like, well, okay. And Ethan is like, why is this happening? Not again.
Every time he just questions it immediately. He's like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why me? And stuff like.
Yeah, he's pretty angry about it in this one. After
much,
that scene,
he's much
like,
angrier than in 7.
Like, why is this fucking happening? He bangs his little Abe hand on the wall. He also has an Abe hand because a werewolf took a little bite of his fingers.
3 fingies.
Yeah, he's got 3 fingies on a good day. And
how many on a bad one?
2.
God.
So he's done. That house is like fucking burning to the ground, and Ethan's like, well, my job here is done. Time to look for my daughter. So he gets these 2 little plates, whatever, to do a tiny little puzzle, and that gets him into Castle Domitrisk, and he's in there, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna for sure do all the Resident Evil puzzles, but before he can do that, he pulls a little lever and gets fucking bonked on the head by some guy, and the guy is like, you're coming with me. And then they're down in the fucking the motherfucking
hi Billions Beans. And then he gets a Glock.
Hello.
He gets a Glock at the very beginning.
He doesn't even get a Glock, he gets a fucking Lemmy. In 7 he gets a Glock.
Oh. A Lemmy.
Yeah, and this one he's got some like little dinky Russian gun.
So dinky.
But I don't know where you actually are physically in the scene that happens. I think you're in the church that you will get to like at the end of the Lady D part, but I don't know. But anyway, we get introduced to all the big bad boys, and they all reflect a little story that was being read to your Babbo at the beginning. So there's Lady D, she big, she tall, everyone like her boobie and her butt, and she's like a vampire. And then there's Donna Bellanova?
Yeah, something like that.
And you see her in like a corner in this part. You don't really know what she looks like until
she's just kind of sitting there in her veil.
She's like got a black cloak on, so you don't know what she looks like, but her thing is she's got like a little doll. She's got like this little doll that wears a wedding dress. I think its name is Angie.
I thought the doll was the villain the whole time.
That's how they trick you.
I didn't. The thing is, I didn't see the woman the first time I played. Like I didn't see her in the veil, and I just thought, wow, cool talking doll, real nice.
Right.
Magneto is really cool. Yeah, he's a nice little dad.
Magneto.
And
there's a little fish guy, and he is just sad, and he's trying his best.
He's like very depressed.
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's really sad. Didn't even want to kill him.
Yeah, and then Magneto. And Magneto is like got this really weird accent that switches between like Southern and Australian and
I still
British.
I don't remember any accent, honestly.
It's really subtle. It's only when he says very certain things, like Mother Miranda.
I didn't hear that.
He says it. I'll find it later if I have to. He goes, Miranda. But, he's Magneto. He can like control metal.
Yeah.
And basically they're all there, and then also Mother Miranda is there as well, and she's like the leader. She's their big mommy, and they're like, what do we do with this fucking guy? And Mother Miranda is like, all right, Magneto, you get to pick. And Magneto is like, I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to run away from me so this game doesn't end right here. And you do a little runaway segment that is kind of uneventful, and then you're literally right back where you were earlier, and you pull that lever, and now you get to go to the castle. So the castle is like since there are 4 big bads, there's basically like 4 main areas of the game, and then you visit the village in between each time if you want. And the castle is like 1/4, and it's filled with a lot of puzzles. It's very classic Resident Evil feeling, honestly. You fight 3 mini bosses that are Lady D's daughters the entire way through. They fucking don't like the cold. They turn into a bunch of bugs.
I don't like the cold either. I'm a bug.
You're a bug. You're made out of
No,
bugs.
I don't want to be made out of bugs.
Made out of bugs, huh?
Stop.
So you do that, and then nothing really super eventful happens to the entirety of the plot within the castle. It's very much like its own contained thing until the end. You eventually, of course, fight Lady D. She transforms into her big monster mode, as is tradition in Resident Evil, and she's like an eldritch-looking quadruped vampire. She doesn't really look like a vampire, but that's what she is, I guess. And you fight her, and you kill her, and she's like, "Fuck you!" And she falls through the tower that you eventually kill her in, and you fall down to, I'm pretty sure, maybe. I'm not pretty sure. I don't know where the fuck this is. It's like a church, but not the church we were in earlier. But there you find a little flask, they're called in the game. They look like little fucking
Lanterns?
lava lamps, kinda.
Yeah.
And you're like, I guess my daughter's not here, huh? I guess I'll look elsewhere.
Damn.
Fucking blep 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 runs out of there.
Can't believe
and he meets
it.
Me either. How is she not in there? How's the game not over already?
What the fuck? Why did I spend $80 on this?
Yeah.
Your princess is in another castle? For real?
Your daughter is in a different castle.
Your daughter's fucking dead, dumbass. The fuck?
So, I was gonna say Ethan meets, but this isn't really the first time you see her. He runs into again after seeing her previously. This like Baba Yaga looking ass witch, and she's telling him about, I don't know, a fucking prophecy or something. And she's like, when you fucking kill everyone, the ritual, they'll do the ritual. And Ethan's like, okay. And he gets a key from there. And you upgrade this key throughout the game with other keys to make a more intricate key that opens more doors to the new areas you go to, which is kind of cool in its own right. But yeah, so he does that. And he's heading back to the village. He's like, I gotta go fucking figure this shit out. I'm gonna go ask the Duke. And the Duke is a big, round man with wonderful smelling toes. And you meet him at the beginning of the Lady D section. And Ethan's like, the Duke will know what the fuck to do next.
Who the fuck is he? Is he a part of the whole
Just
thing?
a guy.
Just a guy?
Yeah, just a guy.
Ethan is the worst protagonist, by the way. Is that true?
I mean, like, technically speaking, kind of, because Resident Evil protagonists are usually really good. But then you stop and look at Resident Evil 0 and you realize that Billy exists, so
what the fuck is 0?
Billy. Oh, 0? It's it came out on the GameCube originally. It's like a prequel to 1, kinda. But it's really fucking dumb.
Oh.
It's not that dumb. It makes a lot of really weird decisions to try and be different, and it isn't better for them.
I see.
Yeah. Like, instead of like the item system that is in 8, for example, or having an item box like 7, you can only carry a certain amount of items, and from there you just have to start dropping shit on the ground, and it's like physically on the ground. So if you need a puzzle item later, you have to go all the way back to where you dropped it on the ground to go get the item.
No.
Yeah. And then there's like he's like a criminal. His name's Billy. He's like the secondary protagonist. He's really fucking lame. You switch between him and Rebecca from Resident Evil 1. Yeah. Anyway. Where were we? Yeah, he takes it back to the Duke and he's like, look at this shit. I got a lava lamp and where's my daughter? And the Duke's like, that's your daughter. And Ethan's like, what? No. And he wipes it off and I don't know, he sees a label that says Rose, and he's like, "You're right. That confirms it. That's her."
There she is.
And
Hi, Urtorum.
and then the hi Torum, and then the Duke is like, "Go to the house with the brick chimney," and Ethan's like, "What? What the fuck? They all have brick chimneys."
And this is the
And
part where
Duke's
you
like,
get
"Okay."
lost for an hour, by the way.
Yeah, this part really confused me the first time I played.
Hi, Doodle.
Hello. It confused me though when I was playing because the map doesn't reflect any of the things that block your way
Yeah.
to and from that back area. So I would keep looking at the map and try to go the way that is blocked by the tractor, and I'd be like, "Oh, I can't go that way. It's fucking blocked." But the map doesn't reflect that, obviously. Anyway, but I got through that eventually, and Ethan somehow tracks down the one building with the brick roof, despite the fact that like 5 houses in the village have a red brick roof or chimney, I think. And he opens a box and gets another key. Is this the first time you get the key? This might be the first time you get the key.
Possibly.
You definitely get a key after Lady D's though, when you meet but see the Baba Yaga woman. What key is that?
I think that's a different key completely, isn't it?
Maybe that's the key to open that house or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe.
But you get a key from here, and then you run back to the Duke, and you're like, "There was nothing there telling me about my daughter, just this key." And the Duke's like, "Well, you idiot, you got to use the key to go fight the other people." And Ethan's like, "I guess." So you use the key to unlock another gate, and it's off to the second major part of the game. And this part is basically one big escape room that's fun the first time you do it, and then never again. And
I don't know. I didn't have like a huge amount of fun the first time I played either. I was really excited about it because Musashi told me that they were just puzzles, and I like puzzles a lot. And then it was just like, huh?
Someone got your hopes up. That was the worst part.
Yeah.
That's what ruined it, maybe.
I mean, it's not Musashi's fault or anything. I just thought it would be like.
You went in then
more.
with expectations that it would be cool.
Yeah.
I went in with no expectations. I was like, okay, that was kind of neat. I guess fun. I mean, yeah, it was fun, but it wasn't like it didn't blow me away.
Yeah.
And then you do
Ethan
like a bunch
says,
of fucking.
What the hell for the 50th time in the hour?
He says it a lot
more
in 7.
Dude. All the fucking time. That's like.
He doesn't say it that much in this one though.
Yeah, but he still like says, "Oh, what the fuck? What's going on? What the hell?" That kind of stuff. He's just like really annoying with it. He did say it in 7 as well, like a lot.
Yeah.
All the time, man. Unbelievable.
But this one is kind of themed around like Ethan's past or whatever. Like some items from the very beginning when you're in his house with Mia show up here, and you just do a bunch of puzzles basically, and it culminates in you running away from a very non-threatening, not scary at all baby that screams and laughs the whole time like an actual baby. They just plopped fucking baby.mp3 on top of this monster.
Honestly, the scariest thing about the baby was the fucking noises it was making, because it was just like.
Yeah, it's fucking gurgling like a dumbass real baby.
Yeah, you just think that the baby's drowning or something. It's whack.
He's fucking gargling on his own spit.
Yeah,
on his own drool. But yeah, you run away from that and do one final puzzle where you just go grab a fuse like in Resident Evil 7 and you plop it into an elevator and then you escape. And then you get to do the quote-unquote boss battle with Beneviento, and it's just running around the house looking for her doll.
That one was so extremely underwhelming. I was expecting like a really cool like puzzle or something, because it was like clear that there wouldn't really be a fight, to be honest, but I still expected something. But then you just run around the house and look for the doll and touch it 3 times.
Yeah, even on the harder difficulties, this isn't any more exciting or interesting. You just have less time to find it before you take damage.
Really
And
lame.
yeah, you just find it 3 times and then the fight is literally over and you killed Donna Beneviento. And uh, Ethan's
Was
like, okay,
was the doll a
goodbye.
Horcrux?
No, I think he was just having hallucinations that he was stabbing the doll when in reality he was stabbing Donna.
Oh god.
Yeah, because you read
Hallucinations.
the file at the end of the game that says she can induce hallucinations on anyone that inhaled the pollen from the flowers
Oh
around the
yeah.
village.
True.
Yeah,
But at that point, like, why didn't she just fight back?
I don't know. She's not in a good place.
Oh man. She wanted it. She asked
Yeah,
for it.
kinda. I mean, she is apparently very depressed.
That's so sad.
Yeah,
Get help.
but and then you can come back to this area right after you leave it with another item and fight a mini boss, but it's not really important. It's just a thing you can do.
What kind of mini boss?
It's like I think it's an enemy that you only see in optional areas, so I don't think you actually saw it. It's just like a giant, but
Not
not like the
Mrazik?
yeah, not him.
Hmm.
But he's like a giant and he can summon little boys and he has a big sword or something that he swings around. I don't know.
Little boys?
Um little boys.
Oh no.
he's, he's from the Catholic Church.
Oh, stop!
Anyway.
Okay.
So once that's done, Ethan has another flask, and he's like, "Well, that is 2 pieces of my tiny daughter."
How to flush a toilet after they've had their shit.
Disgusting. But yeah. So he's got 2 flasks now, and does he even get a new key? How the fuck does he get the new key at this point?
I don't. I wasn't it in like the grave or something?
Maybe, I don't know. He's got another key to add on to the funny key, and he's like, "All
You're the
right,
one who
I'm taking this
speedruns
over."
this shit.
I skip all the cutscenes. I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore.
No.
So at that point, Ethan's like, okay, I'm going to go to the next area now. Goodbye. And he goes back to an area that you're actually in at the beginning that you get locked out of. And there's like a bunch of fucking goo all over the place. This is also the first place you get attacked by the big lichen boys, like that are fully
Yeah, the
transformed.
little wolfos. They're funky.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the fight with them was not scary at all. Just because they
Right.
cannot go inside, so you just hide inside. And that's it.
Yeah.
Silly.
But that's like also the only place you'll see one until the very end of the game, unless you do more optional bullshit. So it's kind of weird that they even put them there. Like that makes you think they're gonna like start showing up in other places, and then they just don't really. But then you go down there. If you don't even have to fucking kill them, I'm pretty sure. And there's like green goop on the wall, and you're like, whoa, green goop. And you can break the goop in order to climb a little ladder that was covered by the goop. And now Ethan is like, okay, I gotta go into the mine. This is a Resident Evil game, so I have to go into a mine. And you go down into this tiny little mine and you find Moreau, who's the fish man. And he's just like looking at static on a TV when you sneak up behind him.
It's a show.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just
Static,
a movie.
the show.
The show, the
I'm just
movie.
not smart enough to comprehend it. And yeah, so Ethan gets the flask from Moreau here by just like literally sneaking up on him and taking it. And then Moreau is like, no, don't take it. They'll be fucking mad at me. And then Ethan starts talking to Moreau and is like, what are you better tell me what they're fucking doing or else. And then Moreau's like, I stalled you for just enough time to put 1 piece of goop behind you. And Ethan's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go now, bye. And he does.
Okay.
He leaves. And then you go through a pretty short romp through the mine. Maybe one of the shortest mine sections in any Resident Evil game, unless you count the one later that is kind of a mine, but also kind of like a temple.
Is that a
But you
mine? I
eventually
thought
just
it was a factory.
not the factory, the one where before the factory, where you can ride the little zip lines. But like I said, it's kind of like a temple, that one.
Mm.
But you eventually get on a little boat and you fucking ride the boat away to a little area that has 2 windmills. And Ethan is like, all right, I guess I'm almost out of here. And then a big fish comes out of the water and you're like, oh my God, it's like Resident Evil 4 all over again. Epic. And turns out the big fish is Moreau. And you can't get out of here because Moreau flooded the whole area. And the only
No!
way to get out is under the water. How
Oh
are you
my
gonna get out?
God.
Is what you can't.
There's
Ethan can't
a
swim.
shark in the water. Get out.
Yeah, this is not a shark. This is a Resident Evil.
What?
So you go through a pretty long segment where you work your way across this flooded area by climbing on like the rooftops of buildings and pushing little carts down into the water to walk on and then flipping little electrical switches. It's very convoluted and quite frankly not very fun. But you get through it and then it's time for the boss fight with Moreau after you do a little puzzle to get the windmills spinning and whatever. And all of a sudden Moreau is just walking around on his 2 fish feet, but he's still the big fish guy. And he does like a big fart. And before he farts the first time, he says, I've been saving this one up.
No?
He was, but he makes it sound like he's farting.
Oh.
He says, I've been saving this one up. And then he fucking farts and acid rain falls from the sky. But eventually, you just fucking shoot him in the head a few times. His human head, not his fish head, because his human head is actually inside the fish. And then he just fucking dies. And Ethan's like, God, you're fucking stinky and ugly, idiot.
I can't believe it. Moreau, whatever his name was like the best one. He was the nicest. Like, you could have been just friends with him and he would probably give you Rose.
No, because he seeks too much validation from Mother Miranda.
Yeah, but what if you became friends and with the friendship of magic of friendship, you would convert him to your side?
I don't think you could. I think he's too far gone.
What the fuck?
As you also learn that Moreau has been experimenting out here with a thing called Cadeau.
Cadeau?
And Cadeau is... Yeah, Cadeau. But Cadeau is like a... effectively like a parasite, but also kind of like a fungus mold. I don't know, kind of like a hybrid, I guess, is the way I understand it. But mainly a parasite. But he's been putting it inside people, and it's been transforming them into all kinds of different shit. Primarily the lichens. So we learned that the lichens are not just fairy tale bullshit, but like everything in Resident Evil backed up by
science,
some pseudoscience that they made up. So the Cadeau is converting people into lichens, the fully evolved lichens like you got attacked by before, and all kinds of other shit. And so Ethan's got 3 lava lamps now, and he's off to do the final one. But before he can get the new key piece, Heisenberg, aka Magneto, is like, Ethan, I'm talking to you on my intercom system that I have set up across the entire country somehow. Come follow the signs I put up in the village while you were fighting the fishman, and come get your flask.
He did that really fast.
Yeah, he put up all those signs and painted on them.
He really tried.
And you do that, and you follow these signs, and it takes you to the final gate that your key will open.
And he's there with the guitar asking you to go out with him to prom.
Yeah, he's holding a boombox over his head, and he's playing a Rick Astley song. He says, I've loved you all this time, Ethan.
Yeah.
You can't run away now.
Come on,
and he locks
Ethan.
the door behind you.
This is a promposal.
Come on, Ethan. You and me. No more Miranda. You're going to prom with me. And then you go to prom with him, and he is very polite. He respectfully touches you while you slow dance, The traditional positions: one hand on the shoulder, one hand on the waist, nothing below, nothing above. He's just a good guy, treats you right, pours you punch, takes you home, drops you off at your doorstep, kisses you on the cheek, and tells you he'll see you at school next week.
Yeah.
So
Perfect gentleman.
overall, you know, it was a really good game. I really liked the prom ending. No complaints, honestly. It's a 10 out of 10 game. It's a perfect ending.
I agree.
All right, so that was it for Resident Evil Village.
Bye.
I hope you guys liked. Bye. Hope you liked the prom. Bye. But then Ethan wakes up, and the prom was all a dream, and he's really sad. So from now on, for the rest of the game, he's actually depressed because he can never have this fairy tale ending. So now with his dreams crushed, Ethan continues through the gate. And he's like, I guess I'll fucking go. What's the point in living anymore? And you go through this like little temple-y area that is just kind of there. You fight the big, funny Yeti man that was there at the beginning, and you kill him. And I think you get, what do you get here? Do you get a flask? Or that's at the factory, I think. I don't know. For some reason, you have to go through here. I think maybe to get to the factory.
No.
Wait, no, you do get the flask, because I'm pretty sure after you use the flask, you go down the little elevator, and that takes you to the factory.
Oh yeah, I think so. Maybe.
So yeah, I think you get the flask here, and then Ethan is like, okay, I've got them all. Time to take them back to the ritual site where I can plug them all in. And Magneto's like, meet up with me, Ethan. Maybe we can still go to prom after all. And Ethan's like, fuck, I gotta go. So he goes to the little ritual site, and he plugs in either all of the flasks or the last one, depending on if you as a player have been plugging them in there as you get them or not. And he picks up this entire giant's chalice and puts it in his pocket. And then he goes to the ritual site and puts the giant's chalice down on the umbrella logo that's on the ground there. And it turns into a little elevator that takes Ethan all the way down to Chinatown. And then he gets out, and he's on his way to the factory now, which is Magneto's territory. So you run up there, and when you first get there, it's like empty, and you have to walk up to a little sheet and push it to the side to start a fucking cutscene. And Magneto comes out and is like, Ethan, we could work together. We can rule the city together, Spider-Man. But you have to work with me to fight Miranda and kill her using your daughter, because your daughter is very powerful, Ethan. And Ethan's like, you're sick. I can't believe I ever wanted to go to prom with you. And Magneto's like, fine, then I'll have to push you down this conveniently placed hole that I had here that I had you sit in front of. And now you can go through a whole nother dungeon. And Ethan's like, okay, bye. And he falls down the hole. He goes, ah. And there's like a little propeller head man down here. And he chases you around sometimes in this part of the game. He's kind of lame. He reminds me of something from The Evil Within, but not as cool.
Oh.
And so you get to do the factory. The factory is really fucking lame. I think it's honestly the absolute worst part of the game the first time you play through it.
I agree. There's too much action.
There's just too much shit. They put too many enemies.
Way too many.
Every 3 steps, they're like, here's an armored enemy that you'll have to hit 8 times directly in the chest with your most powerful weapon to kill.
I think at least 60% of the game's enemies are inside that area.
Yeah.
Easily.
Probably. There's so many there. And then, so you do the factory. Its big gimmick is that you're using molds of different items, and you're making the items yourself at this little
furnace type
smithing
of thing?
Furnace area, yeah. And you do that, and you fight the propeller head. It's a fucking terrible boss. It's miserable on anything above normal, I found out. Aww. On casual and normal, it's not that bad. For some reason, when you play this game on hardcore, I don't know if my game broke, but he reaches the second phase where he will run around like fucking crazy and then spit fire. When I watched Hare play it on normal, he got stuck in a wall after charging, which gave you a chance to shoot him in the back. When I played, he didn't get stuck in walls. He would just run to a corner and then spit fire, and then run to another corner and spit more fire.
But I played on normal, so maybe he just doesn't have that option on hardcore.
That's not good then. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get behind him even with the speed up item that you can get with all the fucking perfect ingredients. You're still not fast enough to like get behind him while he's just running. And then there's also fire all over the place that will hurt you if you walk anywhere near it. I don't know. Bad boss. I hate him. He's fucking dumb. But also on the easier difficulties, you literally just flashbang him once and then fucking kill him.
Yeah. I tried to run through most of the enemies as well.
Yeah.
Just like
Hair, if you haven't seen it, fucking broke so many ankles in the factory. Was dipping and dodging enemies left and right. They're still there to this fucking day. They don't know what happened.
They don't understand. The funniest ones are the blind ones because they are so slow. You just walk right next to them. They're like, "What's somebody there?"
Yeah. What's that? What's that? What's this then?
What's this then? And you're like,
by then you're in the next room. Like, bitch, I'm already done with the room. I'm running with the key. But yeah, you beat Propellerhead and you make a fucking little key or whatever to get out of this area. And you do that, and then at the top, you're back at the top basically, where you started, where you got pushed down the hole, except you like come out of a door that used to be locked or something like that. And I don't know, Heisenberg like pushes you back down the hole or some dumb shit. And then Ethan says my favorite line in the whole game. He goes, what does he say? He's like, again, but he sounds really pitiful when he says it. It's really sad.
Really? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it's when he gets pushed all the way down to the bottom, and then you have to go through that like little grate in the wall.
No.
He sounds really sad.
Sounds so fucking sad.
But you go through a little grate, and then you're in this room that's dark, and Chris is there, and he's like, "Freeze, motherfucker!" He's like, "Okay, after it's been the whole game, I'll tell you what we're doing."
Oh,
actually.
Also, you meet Chris a couple times throughout the game.
You meet him once before this.
Yeah, a couple times.
You meet him before the Moreau fight, basically, and he says almost nothing to you. He says, "Ethan, leave it alone."
Yeah. And
then the fish charges at them, and like none of them notice for some reason until it's like right there, and then he pushes you out of the way, and that's your whole interaction with Chris before this very ending part. And then Chris explains everything basically. He like lore dumps Ethan. He's like, "Look, your wife not actually dead. I know. I probably could have told you that sooner, but I don't know. I just didn't. So anyway, that was Mother Miranda. Actually, she was pretending to be your wife. Your wife, I don't know where the fuck she is. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ethan. But anyway, Heisenberg built this really sick tank, and it also is like anti-metal, so like we could even drive it, and he won't even be able to pick it up with his magneto power. That's pretty sick, huh? All right, champ, you get in there. I'm gonna go out there and blow this fucking thing up. Bye." So he trusts Ethan to get inside of this tank and operate it and go fight Heisenberg. And Ethan does. Ethan gets inside the tank, and you have a really not epic fight with Heisenberg where you shoot at him with the tank for about 2 minutes, and then you shoot him with your sniper rifle for about 2 minutes, and then the fight is over.
I actually think this was the best fight in the game.
You like this fight?
I liked the tank part.
And the tank part is cool because you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Just fucking shoot him. Yeah. And
tell me a better boss fight than this one.
Yeah. Name a better boss fight than the one that you think is going to be really challenging and epic because he's been built up so much and then isn't. Tell me a better boss fight.
It's the second easiest boss fight, and it's literally nothing, but at least it's fun.
Right. And it literally is only second because Beneviento's puzzle boss fight is not really a boss fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in a weird way, it is almost the easiest one, actually.
Yeah, in a more real way, it is the easiest.
Funnily enough, on the unlockable difficulty, Village of Shadows, I think it is easier than Beneviento's. So there's that. But you do that, and then a cutscene starts after you've done that, and you get a phone call from Chris on your new iPhone. And Chris is like, Ethan, you stay right there. I'm gonna come get you, and we're gonna fucking kill everyone together and rescue your baby and rescue your wife and rescue the world and rescue a wolf and rescue a dog from the shelter. Just stay right there. And Ethan is like, okay. And then, but Mother Miranda comes out of nowhere, and now you're in this fucking wheat field with Mother Miranda, and she's like, you fucking moron, you fell right into my dumbass trap. And Ethan's like, what? Where's my child?
No.
And Mother Miranda's like, fuck you, you don't know shit. I'm a crow. I can turn into Mia. I can turn into anyone. That's the whole point of the Megamycete, you idiot. Don't you know about the Megamycete? Don't you know anything? Stupid. Anyone who dies gets put in the Megamycete, and then I can become them. And so also doesn't explain how she can turn into Mia, really. I mean, it kind of does, but that leaves some things to be asked later. I'll get to those later.
Like, what the okay.
So she eventually just pulls Ethan's heart out, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm dead. And she just fucks off after that, and then you get to play as Chris, and Chris is like, fuck, I can't believe I let Ethan die. I should have fucking told him not to go fight a guy with a tank. And you play as Chris. It's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty nothing. It is cool to play as like someone who's not a fucking idiot at the end, though. And you're pretty strong, so that's
I liked
cool.
it because I could just shoot.
Yeah, it's cool because you go from feeling like a survival horror boy to being this big, strong, specially trained agent man, which is what Chris is, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But eventually, you do a bunch of fighting. You blow up a big mold thing, and then you go underground, and there it is. It's the Megamycete, and Chris puts a little bomb in there. He's like, I'm gonna blow this shit up later, just you watch. But he keeps going, and he finds Mother Miranda's lab. So it turns out Mother Miranda is actually a scientist, and everything that has happened so far has been because of her scientific discoveries. And she actually infected the 4 bad guys with, like, not the Cadeau, I don't think. Maybe the Cadeau, I don't remember.
I
But
think she infects them.
Okay. So she affects them with Cadeau because she's looking for a host for her child who died during the Spanish War. Or no, not the Spanish War, but to the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
And so she's been trying to get her kid back for, I don't know, fucking 200 years or something.
Kind
and
of
she made herself.
It was the Spanish flu that got it.
Yeah.
It's a bit fucked up.
She makes herself immortal, essentially, by exposing herself to the Megamycete. And she dedicates like her whole life to doing research and looking for a suitable host for her daughter that she'll use in some kind of sort of unexplained ritual that will somehow use the Megamycete and its record of dead people in order to recreate them using this new person's body? Question mark?
I didn't really understand that.
But everyone she's experimented on, including like the entire village, basically wasn't good enough for her standards. The best ones she had were the 4 big bad people, and Lady D, she said, was like pretty good, but like not good enough for her daughter. And Moreau was like too mentally stupid or something, it says in there. Like, what does it say? Like supreme mental deficiency or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So he's basically just like too dumb to be her daughter. And Heisenberg has also like decent affinity with the Cadeau, but I think he's just like shitty or something. And Beneviento is like supremely mentally ill, so she doesn't want that. And they also explain like all the science behind each of the bad guys' powers here as well. Like Lady D, the Cadeau made her have like regenerative powers that are fueled by how often she drinks blood.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also the reason she's tall as fuck. And Heisenberg has like he has like a fucking organ or something that is similar to a really random eel that they mention, which allows his body to like conduct electricity, which allows him then to manipulate the electrical field around metal objects, which allows him to move them.
Yep.
And then Beneviento, like I said earlier, has the ability to infect the pollen of the flowers in the village with something that when it affects other people, she can cause them to have hallucinations. And she can also remotely control her dolls because she spread out her cadeau amongst them. And Moreau, I don't know, just fucking mutated poorly when he got the cadeau or something. And yeah, so Chris finds all this. You can read all that. There's also like a big callback to Resident Evil 1 and like earlier in the franchise as well. You find a letter from Spencer, and he talks about how she was the first person he like learned under, and they did a lot of research together. And the village in Resident Evil 8 is where he got the inspiration to name Umbrella because he found the fucking symbol there from some ancient civilization or whatever, which is pretty cool. And then you find Mia, and it's like, whoa, are you the real Mia? And Chris is like, hey, Umber Eyes, you got eyes on fucking Mother Miranda? And he's like, yeah, Mother Miranda is still she's still licking Ethan's heart over here at the church. And he's like, oh my god, you're the real Mia. And Mia's like, where's my husband? And Chris is like, I'm sorry, he fucking died and it was all my fault. And then Mia is like, no, you don't understand, he's special. And then it cuts to black and it's really dramatic. And now you're playing as Ethan again. And you're like, whoa. But you're in like a wintry wonderland. And Ethan is like fucking hobbling. You're like, oh, I'm fucking dying. And you see Evie from Resident Evil 7, and she, through a long cutscene that feels a little unnecessarily long, explains that Ethan actually died in Resident Evil 7. And I presume that Mia also died in 7, which is why she's technically in the Megamycete.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that he's actually been dead since Resident Evil 7. And that the only reason he's still alive is because the mold brought him back to life, which I think is the same for Mia. But the only reason Mia is not still mold is that A, you give her that antidote in 7, and B, apparently they worked on removing all the mold from her body. And I guess they maybe just never thought that Ethan might have it. But then doctors did find out, which is what that flashback is at the beginning of the game is all about. Is a doctor, I think, figuring out that Ethan is just made of mold, and that's why Mia's like, no, this can't be. But again, that brings up the question, why isn't Ethan in the Megamycete then? Why can't Mother Miranda just become Ethan?
Yeah, why can't she?
I don't know. Maybe she just didn't think to do it, but that technically could have been very useful. Anyway, so maybe she didn't even know Ethan was dead, so she didn't think to look for him. I don't know. But so Ethan is dying. Basically, I think he's taken too much damage up until this point between Resident Evil 7 and 8, as him getting his ass beat is a pretty common theme in both games. And the mold is basically starting to fail him, as I understand it, especially now without a heart. It's like, look, bud, we don't know what to do with this shit anymore. Wrap it up. And he's like, okay, but before I die, I gotta go save my fucking baby. And the Duke picks him up in his arms and he carries him all the way to the ritual site again. He's like, okay, you go fight Miranda now. I'll see you later. And Ethan goes. And then it's the final boss fight with Mother Miranda. And you're fighting and you go, and then and she turns into a fucking spider and she goes, what? And you go, no! And then you run away and she summons fireballs and you shoot the fireballs out of the sky. And you shoot her, and she turns into a fucking angel, and she's flying around and diving and shit. And then she turns the room black and white, and you got to shoot her enough to make her not black and white. And then she finally dies, and then she's like, I guess I can't do the ritual anymore. Here's your baby. And Ethan's pretty fucked up now at this point, like even worse than before. And he's like, I gotta get out of here in my babbo. And Chris is like, I'm going to help you, bud. We're going to go together. Just don't die. And Ethan is like, no, I'm fucking dying. Here, take my child. And Chris is like, no, you have to come back with me and tell Mia you love her and that you're going to the prom with Heisenberg.
No.
And Ethan gives his jacket to his babbo and is like, here you go. I'm going to die now. And then he like fucking metastasizes and crumbles into dust. And Chris is like, well, goodbye.
Oh well. And then Mia cries.
Ethan, yeah, and then Mia does a tiny cry. Ethan also takes the detonator, which I don't think is like. Chris says he stayed behind so we could all get out safe, but also I don't think he really had to do that.
Yeah, I really don't think so.
So I don't know if like Chris was just saying that and they intentionally made that a kind of dumb thing to say, as if it was more like reassuring to Mia maybe, or if they were like, yeah, Ethan totally just made a sacrifice right there, even though the original plan was to just detonate the thing remotely from the plane anyway. Anyway, so Ethan stays behind and blows himself up. We don't see the body, which you know what that means in Resident Evil. That guy's probably still alive. And Chris is like, well, here's your baby, Mia. I hope you like it. And then one of the people on Chris's team is like, Chris, you gotta fucking look at this shit. You won't fucking believe it. And one of the BSAA agents they sent to try and combat the whole fuckery that was going down in the village is a bioweapon. He looks all like scrunkly and like a little zombie dude. And Chris is like, what the fuck? Not again, BSAA. Fuck you. Set a course for BSAA Europe headquarters. And then the game ends. And then there's an after credits scene.
There's an after credits scene?
Yeah, the scene with grown-up Rose.
Oh yeah, and then Rose is grown up and goes cry on her father's grave, and she has powers, and they experiment on her, I guess.
Yeah, she dances on her dead father's grave, and then one of Chris's boys comes and is like, okay, Rose, it's time to go. You have to, I don't know, fight or train or something. And she's like, fuck you, I have powers that even Chris doesn't know about. And then they drive down a road for a while, and there's like a little man at the end of the road, and people have done modding to be able to see who the little man is, and apparently it's Ethan's model, so I don't know. Maybe that's Ethan. Maybe it's just supposed to be his ghost.
Oh my god, Ethan's alive?
I don't know, probably. We didn't see his body.
Oh my god, that's pogging.
They'll probably be like, oh, one spore from your mold survived, Ethan, and it crawled along the ground, and then it slowly replicated over the 17 years that your daughter aged, and then you grew a new body.
Into a tiny man.
Into a tiny man, and then we picked you up when you were a tiny man, and we put you in water, and you expanded.
Oh my god, like a dino.
Yeah, like a little sponge dino in a pill.
That's amazing.
But yeah, that's basically Resident Evil 8. You find your baby, you fight some guys, and then Ethan dies.
Well, there it is. Resident Evil for you.
Resident Evil 8. What did you think of Resident Evil? I know you said you didn't like it as much as 7.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much as 7. It was alright, though. It was okay. I liked the architecture. That was like the best part of the environment.
Yeah, the environment's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked that.
I like 8 pretty handily over 7. 7 is just very slow. Well, which is fine, I think, for our first playthrough, but...
Well, the thing is, 7 is a lot scarier than 8. 8 is just not scary at all.
Right.
I thought I'd get
spooked.
Brings
back to the parallel of it being closer to 4, because 4 was like the big departure away from horror for Resident Evil as a series. 4 was like really? Super action based. Yeah. But again, 1 has more of the horror elements that line up with 1 through 3 at least. So yeah.
Nah. I just like
but it's kind of epic though.
It was alright.
It's a lot more fun to play multiple times than 7 though, because 7 just takes forever to do.
Yeah, I believe that. The thing is, like, 7 is a lot more about puzzles and stuff, and going slow, taking your time. I wouldn't want to play.
I don't even know if there are that many puzzles in 7 versus 8. I feel like they have probably the same amount of puzzles.
A lot more than 8. I'm pretty sure. At least it feels like that.
How many puzzles in RE7? Okay, I don't want the guide to every puzzle. I just want to know how many there are.
Just count the puzzles.
Oh my god.
What, you
Alright,
think
there's
someone's just gonna
1,
say like 38?
2, yeah, 3,
No.
4. That one's not even a puzzle, but okay. 4. That one's not really a puzzle either. A lot of the ones they're counting as puzzles aren't really
Like
puzzles per
what?
se. Like press the button on this lamp.
Oh.
It's not really a puzzle, right?
I mean, if it's the lamp in the room, then yeah, because you have to figure out which lamp it is, I guess.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 puzzles, and I think 2 of them were optional, maybe?
Okay.
No. This one's not optional. This one is optional. Okay. So 8 mandatory puzzles, I believe.
Okay.
All right. Already 8 puzzles. Crest puzzle. I don't know what that is. Oh, the demon thing.
Okay.
You have all the ball games. I don't know if those really count.
I don't think so. That's not really a puzzle. You
Okay.
just have to guide a ball.
All right. The maroon eye door. That's definitely a puzzle.
Okay.
The wine bottle.
The
It's
what?
kind of a puzzle. The wine puzzle itself, definitely. The bell puzzle. The piano puzzle.
Is the bell puzzle a puzzle? You just have to find
Yeah.
bells.
Yeah, but I mean that's definitely a puzzle.
Okay.
That's 5. The workshop code puzzle. I mean, how many things do you want to break down in like the puzzle room as a puzzle? Is that just one big puzzle, even though it has a bunch of them in there? Because I mean, like the code itself. Don't get me wrong, that's not really much of a puzzle. But like the music box is definitely its own puzzle. The door is definitely its own puzzle.
Yeah,
the one
we
where you
can
have to get
just
all
like do
emblems.
the big room and then the separate little puzzles.
So I mean, the big room by itself is like one big puzzle. So
Yeah.
that's 1. That puts us at 6. The door 7. Music box is 8. The film reels is 9. I won't even count the relief and the fucking whatever. Those are just like getting items.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few optional puzzles, but they're mainly about lighting fires. I don't really know if those are puzzles. They kind of are.
Seen those.
Yeah, you didn't do them, but there's like this optional puzzle where you have to like light an enemy on fire and then get that fire enemy to light other things on fire. It's a puzzle.
Okay.
A well puzzle. This is also an optional one. Yeah, that seems to be like all the major ones, really. Oh, plus the power puzzle for the draining the water. So I mean, there's definitely more than 7. I think the final count puts us at around 11.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. All right, enough puzzle counting. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of epic.
It's kind of epic. But you know what? It's more epic. You know what's more epic?
What?
Knowing where your Shrek is.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Where's My Shrek, the app to help you find Shrek. Where's Shrek? Do you know where your Shrek is?
Shrek.com. Where is Shrek right now?
Where is Shrek.com? Use code podcast to get 10% off your first month of your subscription to Where's Shrek, the app.
Where's my Shrek.com? Where's ShrekRightNow.com? Use code ShrekPodcast.com to get 99% off forever.
Oh my God. Forever?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of Where's Shrek, have you seen our Shrek?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I haven't seen Shrek lately.
Where is he?
I'm gonna pull up the app.
Okay. Where's Shrek.com? Use your Shrek app right now to find out where Shrek is.
I'm looking for Shrek. He made like a cryptocurrency, Shrek
Okay.
coin.
Okay, nice. Is it selling well?
Okay. He sold so much of it.
Is he a
Oh, God,
billionaire
I hope he's not
now?
like. What if he's gonna like scam people?
We didn't raise him
God,
that way.
Yeah, God, I hope not. Anyway, I'm just scrolling past his Shrek coin posts on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here. Okay, I found the latest picture.
Okay.
It's from 12 minutes ago. I'm sending
Okay.
it to you.
All right.
Oh, okay. That does make sense. He's just at the soup store.
Oh. Oh, he's at the soup store.
Yeah,
I see.
he's just at the soup store.
Oh.
He looks pretty happy. Yeah, I think he's getting some soup he likes.
I hope I hope he's getting pea soup. That's my favorite right now.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing pea soup in this picture.
Why wouldn't? Well, that's.
I hope he brings you back some pea soup.
I hope so too. After all I do for him, he could at least bring me pea soup.
Yeah, hopefully with all his new Shrek coin money, he can at least get you at least one can of
At
pea
least
soup.
one. Come on.
Come on, Shrek.
Come on, Shrek. At least one pea soup, please.
Pea. Come on, Shrek. Just one pea.
One pea in my mouth, please.
Come on, Shrek. Piss in my mouth, man.
Please. Alright, well, I'm glad that we know where Shrek is right now.
Yeah, I'm glad he's just at the soup store.
Yeah. That's good. Good for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, it's about that time of the podcast. You know what time it is?
Digimon World!
Yep, that was so perfect. I don't even need to play the transition. That normally sounds like this.
Digital World!
There it was. I just played the actual one, so you can compare that to the one Hare did.
Digital World!
Oh, yeah, I accidentally pressed the button again, and it just... Hold on.
Digital World!
Whoops. Sorry, I just gotta stop pressing that button. I'm trying to press the button that brings me to the list.
Digital World!
That's the one that just plays the sound again. Whoops. Okay, I am here. I have...
Digital World!
Nope, I pressed the wrong one again. Whoops. Alright, so I've got 3 Digimon here, and you don't know when to let a bit die, do you? We have 3 Digimon here. Hare is going to guess whether they are a real or fake Digimon based on the description I give of the Digimon.
Digitalmon.
And the Digital monster.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes from there. Your current score for the entire season is 11 and 7.
100%.
Pretty decent. Are you ready for the first Digimon?
Yeah, I'm touching Boljat's tongue right now.
Okay. That's a pretty good place to be in when you're guessing Digimon.
What the fuck?
Alright, the first one is called Mallardmon.
Okay.
So Mallardmon is like a... He's not really even a duck. I don't know why they called him Mallardmon.
I'm looking it up right now.
He looks more like a normal, like a long leg seabird. Like a, kind of like, what is Pelipper? A...
Pelican?
Yeah, he looks kind of like a pelican, but without the big flap on his beak. In his beak, he has like sharp teeth, and he's got a little captain's hat on instead of having a head. So he doesn't like have eyes or anything. The top of his head is just sort of a captain's hat. And he's got a metal leg, like one metal leg and one bird leg. He's got a little military medal on his chest. And one of his arms is like a metal arm, but it's just a gun at the end.
Oh my. Just because of how stupid that sounds, I'm gonna go with real.
Okay, the next Digimon is Sakomon. I have to pull up the picture.
Sakomon?
So, Sakomon.
Yeah.
So, Sakomon is like... He's like a big sock, obviously. But, like, okay. he's humanoid, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 legs. He stands on those legs. He's bipedal.
Okay.
He has 2 arms. His 2 arms are like sock puppets on each end, right?
Yeah.
So each end has sock puppets, and they have eyes sewn on, like button eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So they look like little snake boys.
Okay.
But for his head, there's like
Hello,
an
Kuru.
hello.
Hello, Crashmew. Thank you for the raid.
His head is he has 2 button eyes sewn on like the top of his head,
Okay.
but there's also an opening that looks kind of like a mouth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But inside the mouth are like 2 yellow glowing eyes,
Hello, come
as if to indicate that the real Digimon is inside of there, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's like all he is. He's just a sock monster with 2 sock puppet hands and
Sakomon.
Sakomon.
Damn, bro. I don't know. This one sounds fake, but it also like sounds real though. Sakomon. It's Zuckerberg.
Yeah, it's Mark Zuckerbergmon.
Sako? How do you spell that?
Sock and then the letter O and then Mon.
Oh man.
Sakomon.
Sakomon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Honestly, I do believe Digimon would say dumb shit like that. So I'd go with real.
Alright, and the last Digimon is Kendamon. I think deriving from Kendama, I think is the idea here.
The fuck is Kendama?
He's like the little toy that looks kind of like a hammer, but it's got like a ball attached to a string attached to the wooden thing, and you like flip it and try to catch it in the different cups and on the point. Yeah. So he's like a little dude. He is also bipedal, pretty common in Digimon. I don't know, he's kind of like a dinosaur, but he has like fluffy hair and ears and plumage, I guess you'd call it.
Plumage.
He has a little headband on, and it has like a horn through the front. So I guess you don't really know if the horn is like actually his or it's on the headband. He's got red eyes, and the reason he's called Kendamon, I assume, is because of this fucking little kendama hammer he has. And it's shaped kind of like a normal kendama thing, except one end has like a little paw for slapping on the end of it, but the other side does have the cup, and then the top has the little point.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go on a whim here. Real.
Okay. Are you ready for the results?
No.
Oh, okay. So I guess we'll move to the next segment.
Okay.
The first Digimon, Mallardmon.
Real.
Not real.
Damn it.
Sakomon.
Real.
Not real.
Damn it.
Kendamon.
Real.
Not real.
Yeah, I had a feeling they were either all real or all fake.
Yeah.
I chose the
you
wrong
got
path.
by these fucking random designs, unfortunately.
I thought
They're pretty cool though.
Maybe. I thought possibly.
Here's Sakomon.
I don't want to look at him. He betrayed me.
Yes, you do. You want to look at him. He's cool.
I like him, kinda.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he is pretty cool. That's true.
All right, so that's the end of Digital World.
Digital World.
There you go.
You played that one twice now.
I know.
Kinda
I actually
weird.
hit it twice.
Why would you do that?
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
I didn't mean to. So with that brings your final digital score to 11 and 10. You're gonna really have to pick up the slack if you want to make it to the Digibowl.
We're gonna make
if you want to get to the Digibowl with Shrek.
Never gonna get it to the Digibowl. I'm never gonna beat Shrek.
If you want to get to the Shrek Bowl.
Can you show a little favorite here? I don't actually have all the visuals. I'm sure they're all pretty though. I only saw Sakomon.
Oh, out of all the ones?
Yeah.
I can show you the other ones if you want.
No.
No?
No.
Here's Mallardmon.
I don't want to see them.
Here's Mallardmon.
I said
Here's
no.
Kendamon.
You're not consenting.
I'm illegally sending you Digimon.
Sakomon is the best one.
Yeah, he's my favorite too. He's really funky.
Yeah, he's so funky. How did he get so funky?
He was born that way. He's even doing a little dance in the picture.
Really is. Alright, let me put him
He's
up on screen so you can actually see him.
Put him on the desk.
He's from
with us. Oh, he has a
Tumblr?
white background. Yeah.
God.
He was born and raised on Tumblr. Where do you think Digimon come from? They're digital.
Mama Earth.
Oh my god, they're born from the ground. You gotta pluck them out like a potato.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking punch into the earth like that man who catches the mole.
There he is.
God, there he is. He's beautiful.
I'm gonna do something really whack.
What are you gonna do? Chroma key out the white?
What?
Oh. I don't know how well that worked.
This is gonna work perfect.
There he is. There he is. Oh. 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 His face is missing though.
That's alright. He doesn't need
Okay,
it.
he'll be filled in by the Resident Evil poster in the back. Perfect. He is pretty cool right there.
Yeah, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's got his little foot on the bat.
Like a cool guy. Like he's gonna beat the
Yeah.
shit out of you.
Like a cool guy.
Alright. Well, now that Digimon is over, now that we've found our Shrek, that can mean only one thing.
Hey guys, watch this bullshit.
Ah! Which means it's time for the improv roundup. That's what it's called, right?
Yay!
You sound very excited.
So tired.
Okay, we'll try to do something relatively short here. Hold on. I don't exactly plan these out ahead of time.
Right. It's alright.
I just know that we're going to do an improv, and then I look for which game we will play.
Okay.
Okay, we can do, scenes from a hat.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
So we get a line, basically. For example, I found one that is games that wouldn't work very well for Squid Game. And then we give examples of that.
Squid Games?
Yeah, things that wouldn't work well for Squid Games. The TV show Squid Games.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you want to do scenes from a hat?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Shoots
You
and
want to
ladders.
do that one? Why not?
Shoots and ladders. How movie
Why not?
cowboy.
Hello.
Shoots and ladders because, well, first of all, you can't have like more than 4 people play it. And second of all,
Yeah, but you break them all up into groups.
yeah, but like it's a never-ending game. No one ever fucking wins it, you know?
Someone will win.
Yeah, eventually, someday when everyone else is dead, but it's such a bad
That's
game.
the point. It's epic.
It's just such a bad game, to play. Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Yeah, Monopoly would
The
be
game of
really
life,
bad.
because it's a little ironic.
Yeah, game of life. What about like some hide and seek?
Well, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I regretted it the second I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are like children's games that we used to play as children?
Piss on the Bumblebee. Probably not a good game.
What?
Piss on the Bumblebee.
What? Is
What?
that real?
What do you mean?
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games would be bad.
Yeah, Hunger
You'd
Games.
end up with only one person anyway. It'd invalidate the Squid Games.
Yeah, it really would.
All right, you ready to move on to a new scene?
I want to keep thinking.
Okay, you can think about this one for as long as you want.
Merry-go-round.
That's not a game.
Yes, it is. If you enjoy it, everything's a game.
What about Red Rover?
What the fuck is Red Rover?
It's like one team. There's two teams, right? And you hold hands with the people next to you, and you form like a human chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then each team takes turns sending one person from their team over to run as fast and hard as they can at the other team and try to break through their human chain.
No, that's called Ribichki Ribichki Ribagiado.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Yeah, we call it Fishies, Fishies, the fishermen are coming. Because the chain is a bunch of fishies and the other people are the fishermen. No, the chain are the fishermen and the other people who are like trying to get through the
Net
chain
them.
are the fishies. Right. And it's like a net, yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a cool game.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Bowling.
Bowling.
Yeah,
That's
bowling.
True. Would be pretty fucking lame.
Pretty baseball.
No, baseball would be cool.
Why? No.
It would just be cool to watch people play baseball for their life.
No. No, I don't think
It'd be cool.
No.
Death baseball.
Death Note
Come
baseball.
on. Death Note baseball. An anime character comes out and plays baseball.
Alright, next one.
Alright. If superheroes were more French.
That's a real one that you didn't make up?
That's what I found on this thing that has a bunch of scenes from a hat.
If they were more French?
Yeah, if superheroes were more French.
Isn't this racist?
No.
Well, how?
It would just it's just what if Superman was more French? He'd go, "Oui, oui, I save the fucking world."
What if he spoke perfect English? He was just from France. You're making fun of
that
him?
doesn't necessarily make him more French.
Well, it makes him more French because he would be from France. If being from France doesn't make you French, then I really don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the spirit of comedy, no?
Being French?
No. Running with the joke.
I think French people are the spirit of comedy, you're right.
Okay, we're gonna skip that one then.
What the fuck? I was gonna say Croissant Man.
It's too late, you've ruined it. You've taken away all the French.
Being French is very comical. It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just kind of fucked up.
What is?
Being French.
Being French?
Yeah.
Now you're being racist.
I can, because I have a French friend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Okay.
If you have one friend of any specific thing, then you're allowed to make fun of them to any degree that you wish, and it's not offensive.
It's
and if you think it's offensive, you're wrong. Sorry.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, you actually don't know shit.
Actually, you're the racist for pointing out that I'm just French.
Things that a real Pokemon fan would never say. God, I love the new Diamond and Pearl remakes.
God, the new game, the new main game that just came out. Wow, that's really good. That's my favorite game. That's my favorite game out of all of the Pokemon games. The new one that just came out. That one's so good.
Honestly, I wish Game Freak would just give us less Pokemon.
Honestly, I wish Pokemon stopped after Gen 2.
It's something that a Pokemon fan would say.
Oh my fucking god. That's terrifying.
God, I'm excited to pay $25 a year to keep my Pokemon in the Pokemon Bank so they're held hostage there until I can finally, maybe, hopefully transfer them to a game in the future.
Wow, I'm really happy that they made a DLC for the last Pokemon game. That's like really cool of them, especially since there's not even a full Pokédex. That's like really cool that I'm paying for content.
God, I'm glad they made this second DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I can't wait to buy it so that I can have a game that should have been complete the first time. But I love Game Freak, so it doesn't matter.
I love Game Freak.
Uh-oh. God.
What about I really love Pikachu, and I'm happy that Pikachu is the only Pokemon that exists in the public's eye.
God, I can't wait till they release more Pikachu merch.
Damn. I really can't. I'm waiting for it right now. Pikachu with the Rick and Morty Rick hair.
Ooh.
Pikachu, but in a Big Mouth style.
That'd be pretty epic.
No. Don't taint him.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
No. I'm really happy that they made Eevee the girl equivalent to Pikachu.
I can't think of any more. I mean, I probably could, but I think we've already scraped the bottom of the proverbial dead Pokemon barrel.
Pokemon
All right,
just
one
makes me
more,
sad.
and then we can take ourselves out
All
for
right.
good.
Fucking
To
die.
death. Unexpected Christmas songs.
Caramel Dancing Christmas edition.
Okay, that's an existing song, but okay.
And hi, Crude. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hope your stream was good.
We're playing a little bit of Scenes from a Hat as a little cool down for the podcast. We're on probably our last one, and it is Unexpected Christmas songs.
Guess what Santa pulled out of his butthole?
All right, end the whole show. The show's over.
That is an unexpected Christmas song.
That's true. It is pretty unexpected.
All right, now you go.
All right. 1 hour loop of family arguing at Christmas dinner. In parentheses, reverb edition.
Non-stop stream of Christmas music, but lo-fi edition. And it's the girl studying. For studying, relaxing, and cool shit.
Okay.
24/7.
Help, I'm attracted to Rudolph. The classic Christmas hit.
I want to date Rudolph. Rudolph, please kiss me on the lips. 2.
That's the 2? That's the sequel to
Yeah.
the previous. I want to date Rudolph. Please, Rudolph, kiss me on the lips. 1.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's it. Okay. I like it.
I just keep thinking of Rudolph ones now.
Oh. What about I ate the yellow snow and I liked it?
I like that. A little bit of a play on Katy Perry,
Yeah.
perhaps.
I ate the yellow snow and I liked it. Sweet taste of pee-pee urine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw Santa Claus kissing toes.
Okay. Okay.
Classic.
All right. Okay. What about Santa is actually 4 rats in a trench coat?
How does that one go?
Santa, the 4 rats in a trench coat, go around the world today.
That's what I think of that song.
What? How does
One
yours
sneeze.
go?
What, the 4 rats in a trench coat?
Yeah.
Santa, I saw you walking down the hall. Santa, oh yeah, I saw you trip over my ball. And Santa, when you fell, you were 4 rats straight from hell. Santa, you were 4 rats in a trench coat the
Yeah.
whole time.
That doesn't really
That's how it goes.
sound very Christmassy.
Well, there are bells playing in the background. That was just an acapella
Of
version.
course, of course, of course. Now it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright. Santa is dying and it's your fault.
Okay, it's like more of a sad kind of song.
Yeah,
huh?
it's kind of like Silent Night-esque.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
put that one on the CD.
Alright. On the mixtape? On the Fire mixtape?
Mm-hmm. The Christmas mixtape.
Yeah, it's just fire.
I think the last song on the mixtape should be Santa's final words before the death sentence.
Okay, how does
It's
that
just
go?
an 8-minute. It's just an 8-minute track of him
To monologue?
saying his final words. Yeah, before they put him in the electric chair.
But with like jingle bells in the background.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
You got
Jingle bells
ding,
and
ding, ding, ding,
ding, jing, jing,
Dear
ding,
everyone,
ding, and then
I am dying.
ding, jing, 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 jing. And every once in a while, they play like a pre-recorded "ho ho ho" in the background.
Yeah.
I'm glad I killed them. I regret nothing.
Ho
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 ho!
ho! I'd do it again if I had to.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, so that'll go on there at the very end, and so it closes out.
I like it. That is truly
Alright.
magical.
That's pretty much a perfect Christmas CD then.
That is a wrap.
And that's a wrap, like a present that you wrap in gift wrap and put under the tree. You put it under the tree for you and me. The rat comes out of the box. I thought it was filled with rocks because when I shook it, it sounded like rocks. But in reality, it was just rats.
It was
All of
bones.
these rats want to kill me.
Call the
This
cops.
isn't a song.
Call
Help
the
me.
cops. Call the
Call the
fucking cops right now.
Call the cops. Call the cops. They show up, but they don't expect the rats. The rats get the jump on the cops. Now they're dead. Holy shit. Please, someone, send someone else. The cops weren't enough. They didn't expect the rats to come out there. They have guns now.
We
The
need
rats have
canines.
the guns.
We need canine units, please. They're the only ones who can deal with the rats.
And that is the ultimate Christmas song.
Yeah, they have a little bow on them. All of them. Little Christmas presents.
That's how you know they're Christmas rats.
Yeah, Grimby rats. Does Peepaw want to
Grimby
talk
rat.
about his beef with rats? Do ya?
I love rats.
Okay.
It's just a song. It's just a song.
Okay.
Just a song about rats.
Okay, just a song. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I've never seen Die Hard. Is it?
I mean, it takes place on Christmas. And
I
it
guess
is pretty
so.
commonplace to watch it on Christmas Day because it takes place on Christmas.
I guess it is a
Any
Christmas
movie you watch
movie.
on Christmas is a Christmas movie.
That is true. Like Charlie
You can
and
watch
the
Nightmare
Chocolate
Before
Factory.
Christmas.
That's
Yeah,
a
Charlie and the
Halloween
Chocolate
movie,
Factory.
actually.
Yeah, but if you watch it on Christmas, it's a Christmas movie now.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean,
Actually,
You
it's
know.
a Christmas movie.
it's whatever.
You can
Whenever
watch
you decide to watch it.
Our Planet on Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
True. You can watch fucking Our Planet on Valentine's Day. Now it's a Valentine's Day movie.
Shit's so romantic, yo. We polluting the planet, but we do it together.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. I love killing our ecosystem.
Me too.
They really do shame you like every 2 minutes.
Yeah, they want you to feel bad about things that you probably didn't even do.
Yeah, at least not on purpose.
Yeah.
Truly is a sad, sad world. Killing Earth together, killing Earth together. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's really cool to kill the Earth. It's really cool. Now here's a smooch. Mwah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's how it goes on Valentine's Day.
yeah, exactly. That's the Valentine's Day special.
Okay. If you boot up Our Planet on Valentine's Day, it plays that song, but only if you boot it up then. So you better
No
do
other
it.
time. No other time. Just that.
It's true.
Right there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alright. I think we are done.
Oh, stream's gone. Goodbye, everyone.
What?
Yep, stream's back.
Okay. Hi. Alright. Thank you everyone for joining. We're gonna log off of our internet lives forever.
life.
Yeah, of life.
Thank God I disappeared.
Altogether. And we thank you very much. And we're gonna raid someone now. Yay! Raid!
Raid.
Yay!
Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Make sure you download
is
Raid Shadow
sponsored by
Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Please put in your code. Beep beep boop boop.
Raid Shadow
Masterman.
Legends has over 300 awesome epic characters. Definitely not ripped off from D&D.
Definitely
Download it
not.
now.
All right. Bye.
Bye.